Good morning, student. I am Dr. Ibha. In this video, I will be talking about the presentation of data through bar diagram. You know, statistics is all about the science of presentation, collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. So, data should be presented in the form of diagram or graph. There are different types of diagrams are there. It is one dimensional where only the length will be considered of the diagram. Two dimensional, for example, one dimensional diagram example are line diagram, simple bar diagram, multiple different types of bar diagram like simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, subdivided bar diagram, and percentage subdivided bar diagram. Two-dimensional bar diagram, two-dimensional diagram will be when there will be length and width both will be considered. For example, rectangle, circle, pie chart, and three-dimensional diagram, which will be pictogram, graphograph, and all. In this video, I will be discussing about how to draw the simple bar diagram. So here you can see there are questions which is there. They have given some data for different years and profit of the company for the different year, and this data should be represented in the form of simple bar diagram. First of all, for creating the diagram, we have to draw these lines like you can see here on x-axis, y-axis will be there. Mostly whenever there will be x-axis, all the years will be coming on the x-axis. Whatever the vertical line the data will be coming, the like here they have given in this, the profit of company in millions. So now all the volume, numbers, number of student will be coming on the y-axis. So here question is, in the year 1991, the profit of the company in crores is 35.6 crores profit of the company, and the next year is 46.7. So here directly, here I have made it for the year 1991 on x-axis. All the years you can put it in here. And whatever the profit is there, in this profit you have to look into that minimum profit and the maximum profit. Based on that you can decide it. For example, in these questions the minimum profit is 35.6 and the maximum is 130. So you can take it on y-axis the different data. For example, here I have taken 0 to 20, then 20 to 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, 120. It will be keep on going. You can take 50 also. You can take 0 to 100, 200, 300. Based on the types of data, you have to decide it. There is no hard and fast rule. But minimum, when you are depicting the data, it should be 5, 6 columns here. The data column should be there. That only you have to keep in mind when you are going to draw the simple bar diagram. So here, as the minimum is 35.6, so I have taken it as from the 0 to 20. But here you can see in this, they have taken directly 0 to 50, 50 to 100 and 150. That also you can take it. It is very important to write the title. Here profit in crores, it is there, profit in crores of companies from the year 1992 to 1995. That is important. Scaling is important. For y-axis we have done the scaling. Here 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters. So here 1 centimeter is 50. That you have to mention whenever you are preparing any bar diagram. Not only any bar diagram, simple bar diagram or multiple bar diagram or any other bar diagram, if you are doing that, scaling is important. Title name is important. So here you can take 0 to 20 or you can take 0 to 50. So here 1991, it was the profit is 35.6 crores of company. So here you can see the year data have been available in the x-axis, and the profit of the company is always the frequency will be depicted on y-axis. That will be the numbers, values. In these questions, they have given profit of a company. So as it is simple bar diagram, just make a diagram. Only the things you have to keep in mind, you can see the width of the diagram when you will be seeing in this, that is bar diagram. Always you have to maintain it identical. If it you are taking 1 centimeter for the first year, the second year also you have to maintain only 1 centimeter itself, or 2 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter, whatever you are taking, it should be identical. Only the length will be varied based on the profit of company in these questions. So 1991 it was the 35.6 crores, so it will be coming below 50. You can see here it is below 50. In the next year it is 46.7. It is almost touching to 50 or 50 crores. The next year it is 39.2. It has been reduced, the profit has been reduced. So it will be easy to look. From this diagram you can directly interpret that which year the highest bar diagram. You can see that it is 130.8. So in the year 2000 the profit of the company has been maximum in the year 2000. That's why we are depicting our data in the diagram. Next type of the diagram is multiple bar diagram. So it is just an extension of simple diagram. There are different, in the simple bar diagram, only one attributes or characteristics they have given. For example, the profit of the company or sales of the company. But when it is coming to the multiple bar diagram, they will be giving two or more interrelated data. They will be giving, then they will tell you to draw multiple bar diagram. So here in these questions, it is there multiple bar diagram. It has multiple bars for each category, and the process of creating multiple diagram is just like how we have created the simple bar diagram. But in multiple, you can see in this figure, it is the adjacent bar will be there. So if, for example, in company, they will give you profit also, they have given the same year of the company, and sales also they have given. So you cannot draw two attributes, two features in simple bar diagram. That time you have to use the multiple bar diagram. So whenever the attributes or the features of the data is two or more, they will be giving for that particular year. So profit is also given, sales is also given, ROI also they have given for the same year for particular company. And in different years, they will be having the different value. That time we have to use the multiple bar diagram. So it is basically used when there will be two or more set of interrelated data they have given. Now coming to the example, in this example there are certain names of the student. They have played different games, game 1, game 2 and game 3, and they have scored different points in different game. There are 3 games they have given, and the name of the student here A, B, C, you can see. First is Asad, then Aisha, Kiran, Sara and Umar. These are the names, and they have played 3 games. In each game they have scored few marks or few points. So 250, for example, Asad had played 3 games. In first game he got it 250, in second game it is 325, and in game 3 225. So we have to draw exactly how simple bar diagram we are try. Only the each game, here there are 3 games are there, so 3 games, 3 bar diagram will be coming for the Assam, and it should be adjacent to each other. Again the width of the diagram will be same. If you are taking for game 1, it is maybe 1 centimeter or half centimeter or 2 centimeter. You have to make it identical for all other bar diagram. Why you have to maintain? Because it is unidimensional, it is only one dimension we are considering. But in the case of rectangle, we will consider both length and the width. But in case of, as it is simple bar diagram, as it is one dimensional bar diagram, we have to consider only the length, not the width. The width should be identical in all the cases. So here Asad will be there. Now the same thing again, x-axis, we have drawn the name of the student here, or the company's name, or whatever the year of the company they have given in the questions. Based on that, you have to decide. Now on y-axis, we will be considering here the points they have scored. Points scored by the different student. So here the minimum may be 100. It ranged between 200 to 500 some student. So we have taken as 0 to scaling we have to do 0 to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and 600. Now coming to the first student, Asad, in game 1, he scored 250 points. So our 200 and 300 exactly midpoint 250 will be coming. So 250. Next is this in game 2, 325. So game 2 is 3 above 300, 325. And in game 3, it will be 225. So it is below. It is important whenever you are drawing the multiple bar diagram, you have to different bar has to be filled with different colors, different symbols, different icons, so that we can depict it. For example, game 1, here it was in green color, game 2 it is in yellow, light yellow, and game 3 again is some blue color, so that we can easily identify. For example, you want to see the game 1, what is the maximum marks or maximum points scored by the which student in game 1. Now you looking at the data here, Sarah, I don't know the value, but while looking at the diagram, all green color you can check, and you can look into that Sarah diagram. That Sarah is having the maybe 400 some marks in game 1, maximum marks here near to reaching that. So by this way you can identify. That's why it is important to present the data in different bar diagram, so easily you can identify which student have scored maximum marks in which games or maximum points. Here we are talking about the games. So hope you understood the simple bar diagram and multiple bar diagram. Thank you all. Bye bye.